What up, everybody? This is Jason, Zombie Collector, and I'm going to do a quick review of B.A.P.S, Black American Princesses. That's right. This stars Halle Berry, and she's kind of like just very much starting off in her career. The other name that's in here would be Martin Landau, who has been in tons and tons of films. And it's obviously a movie made to have two cultures clash and to find common ground and to accept and, dare I say, even love one another in a certain way. And it starts out with these two girls. They're from Georgia. They want to open up their own soul food slash beauty salon. And you see them both working in a diner. And actually, Rudy Ray Moore is in this at the very beginning. And they reference him being like, "Who do you think you are, Dolomite?" So that was kind of a cool little wink, wink, and nod, nod to people who know about Rudy Ray Moore. And they're the way they think about this is that they're going to be able to go to Los Angeles. They throw all their eggs into one basket. They take whatever money they have because they haven't been able to break out and make it happen in Georgia, Atlanta there. And Nisi, who is the Halle Berry character, thinks that she can get onto the set and make. They're bringing on one like unknown person into the music video for, I believe it's not Fat Joe but Heavy D. And if you get picked to be in his video, you get $50,000. So they're going to use that money to open up their first soul food slash beauty salon for both the girls, because she's a soul food she makes soul food. The other girl, and Halle Berry is the hair designer, and you want to open up her own hair salon. And so, anyways, they go out there. She can't dance worth a crap. She's awful. She gets bounced like almost immediately when they find out that she can't dance. So they're like walking around Los Angeles now. They're destitute, no money, no money to show. They used all their money to get out there. So the Martin Landau's grandson has this kind of like a cash scam that he's trying to get from his grandfather before he dies. He's trying to get all this money, and he said he asked these two girls, and namely the Halle Berry character, that she could pretend to be the granddaughter of a woman that he fell in love with like 40, 50 years ago. That would bring him some happiness before he dies, and maybe he'd be loosening up the purse strings and give money to them or give money to the grandson for finding the long lost grandchild of this woman he loved. And of course, they allude to the fact that because it was like in the 40s or 50s, there was no intermingling of the races, and so they had to go their separate ways. And at first, they know that they're in on the lie of that they're not really being the grandchild, but she doesn't know about the nefarious nature of him trying to like get the money from his grandfather before he dies and try to get him to loosen those purse strings. So over the course of the movie, they started like really caring for this old man, and he realizes, he's really likes these girls, and they're good girls, and he wants to spend time with them, and he's spending money on them, and just as companions, as friends, nothing more. There's no like ulterior motive at all throughout the entire movie. It's very, very innocent storyline. And, of course, there's a whole lot of, playing off the cultures. You have, like, stuffy, the rich, wealthy, upper elite white people versus the black Atlanta urban people. And they have all these, like, scenes where they're, like, clashing together of awkward moments. There's, like, actually a legit British butler or English butler. And, they keep referring to him as Alfred because they don't know anybody else that's British and as a butler except for Batman's butler. And so you have a lot of that. You have the cooking staff that are serving all these like real plain Jane, like real vanilla food to everybody. And of course, the other girl, she is a soul food creator of soul food or chef or cook or whatever. And so she starts making food, and everybody, of course, loves it. And she perks up the Martin Landau character because all of a sudden he's like eating food with flavor and gives them something like to kind of look forward to. So anyways, there's a lot of that going on. And of course, as the movie goes along, you realize that they don't want to continue to lie to the Martin Landau character because he is dying. He's old. I don't think they say what he's dying of. He just is old and is dying. And they want to be straight up with him. And the whole time he's like taking them out and doing stuff. And they're just having fun connecting. And, it's a lot of stereotypes thrown around. Again, this is the 90s. The girls have gold teeth and a lot of slang being used. There's a lot of 90s typical dress, of course, and they definitely tried to, show two different ways of life and amplified both of them to the nth degree. And, so now I would think nowadays maybe it might not be as, what's the word? Like, I don't think you would see a movie like this necessarily nowadays. Maybe I'm wrong. But it was definitely like playing two different ways of life, that's for sure. It was an innocent movie. And, it wasn't anything, there was definitely nothing exploitative about it at all. I mean, it's definitely not a movie that's probably worth more than one watch if you just want to see it. Really, for me, it was more like for 90s nostalgia. If you like 90s, it has a lot of the 90s music in it. Dennis Rodman pops up in here. Downtown Julie Brown's in here. There's a handful of like 90s people. They're in Los Angeles, they're in Hollywood. So they have some other like famous people that pop in and out of the movie at different points. And then, of course, at the end of the movie, when he passes, he ends up giving his wealth not to his grandson, who ends up being like the guy who's like trying to, almost kill him or something. Like it's something weird. Like I said, it's like they're just trying to get rid of him or make him like, when he dies, they're there to like grab all his money. He ends up, of course, getting caught in this like plot to kill people and break into his grandfather's house. And the girls end up getting the money, and so at the very end of the movie, you see their dream come realized with their soul food / hair salon business, and it's a big deal. So, anyways, that's kind of the movie. Like I said, not a great movie, an interesting movie, a time capsule, if you will, the '90s. But if you're looking for just something very interesting or just a time waster, yeah, it's all right. B.A.P.S. B.A.P.S. Black American Princesses. It might be that movie that fills that void. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Peace.